Daynin Dashefsky, and I'm happy to be here with my very good friend Cindy Watanabe. She is also another female black belt, and she's with Jitsu Unlimited, or JKDU Unlimited, in Honolulu, Hawaii. And what are we going to show today?
Toreando guard pass.
Okay, so the Toreando guard pass. Now, a lot of times people do the Toreando from standing, but we're going to start it from sitting in a closed guard, and then we're going to bring it up to a standing so you can see the whole full transition of it. So I'm going to have you put me in the guard here. Okay, so we're here. Now, a lot of times, see, she has a really tight gi, and it's kind of fresh in you, and I can't just grab it. So I might want to take my middle finger or my other forefinger, and I want to pull to open it up, and then I want to grab and create a posture. Now, one of the things I tell people here is, if you get into the habit of holding like this, right? If she's stronger or he's stronger or bigger than me, and they force themselves up, and I've got my elbow locked down, they can come up and wrist lock me. So I don't like to hold my hand like this. I also don't want to do one of those muscle grips where I kind of go like this and put my elbow down and hold, because same thing, if you're strong and you pull me up, you can, and my elbow's stuck in here, holding your leg down, which it should be, I'm going to wrist lock myself. So it's really important to make sure you protect yourself as well, and not just the other person. So when I grab the gear, I like to grab it, I call it a hammer fist. So I like to grab here and make it a hammer, and I use this, the bottom of my knuckle, as a pressure into the solar plex. So I put it right there, so that way now if she comes up, it makes it really hard, because it's the pressure in the solar plex prevents you from coming up and reaching my head, trying to pull me down, right? And then I want to lower my elbow here. Now, a lot of times people will grab up on top or just hold here at the hip. I don't like to do that. I like to get under the gi, and I like to use the material, grab the material kind of like this with a monkey paw in my fist here, and I use my palm to hold the hip down. I want that hip bone, I want it right in that hip bone to keep her hip from coming up over there. So I go under, grab her pant leg, and now I'm holding her hip down with my palm, and my elbow is down. Now I've got a nice solid, I'm ready to pass, okay? So if she tries to come up, I put a little pressure with my knuckle right into her solar plex. If she tries to bring that leg around, I don't follow her, I just keep my elbow there, and she can't bring her leg up. Same thing here, I just keep my elbows a little flared. I don't need to follow her leg around. But now I've got a nice strong guard's posture, and I'm ready to go. So when I do a Toreando pass, I want to get up. I want to get to a standing position. So I'm going to lean forward. I'm not going to lean like this. She's going to grab my head, and now I'm going to have a really hard time getting up. So I want to keep my head postured, look up to the corner of the ceiling. A lot of people like to say that, but I want to lift up, and I'll bring that back knee right into her tailbone, and then I want to slide that knee to the side, creating an L shape with my legs. Now I'm going to push my lower back out and break. Now once I break, I don't want to just go like this. I want to actually slide, keeping the pressures of her legs open, and I'm going to grab the inside of her pant legs, and then I'm going to use it to stand up. Now, a lot of people will do this when they do Toreando. They'll bend over and push the legs down. The problem is I'm using my lower back muscle, so I don't want to do that. So I say it's like a gallop. I'm going to gallop in, keeping my back straight, my head posture, and then I'm going to drive her feet to the ground. Boom. Okay. Once I get here, if my hands are on the inside, I can control keeping her legs together. If I try to hold her like this, and I'm trying to push her legs down, if she slides her legs open in any way, I go with her. I'm at her mercy. I'm not stable, right? If I grab from the outside and she opens her leg, now I've lost control. But when I'm on the inside, and I'm using her gi pads to push her down, and I put weight, now I'm trying to move her legs. It's really, I'm using my weight, right? So you see the difference? So it's really, when I do standing, I like using the inside of the pant legs and using this, and I curl down and put my weight down, keeping the pressure on your knees. And I want to keep the knees together. I don't want it open, because then I'm going to end up in the guard. I don't want to do that. So again, I'm here. Once I'm here, I'm not going to try to move everything. I'm going to just shuffle, right? Now her legs are there, and then that's when I can come here. I like to keep on this one. I don't want to hold this, because now my body's twisted and I'm not in a strong position. I let go so my body's straight and I'm strong, but I keep that. So now if I here, I can go to knee to belly, using and controlling the pant. So one more time. We're here. I want to control. I'm going to keep her down, get control of her hip, and get a nice posture. Now I'm going to lean forward, put my knee into her tailbone, bring my other knee back, and break the posture. Once I break it, putting pressure on the knees until I got control, because I don't want her to move her knees or bring them in, right? Now I've got control of her. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to gallop in, pushing her knees to her chest, right? Gallop out, keeping my back straight, right? Now I'm gonna slide, and then here I can go to knee on belly, pass, do whatever I want. But the idea of the Toreando, if you wanna turn just at an angle, we do a Toreando pass with my students, where we go here, one, right? Everybody has their version of Toreando. Gallop, step in, step back, right? And going around the other way. So we don't want to just do this. Look at how my back is extended. Now I'm putting pressure on my lower back because I'm pushing my arms away. So I want to make sure that we keep our body together. And in physics, anytime our arms or our legs move away from our body, the further away from our body they go, the weaker we become. So if you think of holding 2 buckets of water out like this, how long can you do that versus holding them like this? You're a lot stronger when your elbows are in, when your knees are in. So when you do a Toreando, you don't want to spread your elbows and your hands away from your body in any kind of position. So it's just, we drill it to kind of get it comfortable, but that's how we do our Toreando pass.
Good details.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.